ora, and welcome to Twilight Bowls. We're here once again at the Royal Oak Bowling Club, ready to watch 4 teams battle it out for that coveted $1,000 prize. Congratulations to Amy and Kirsten, our winners from last night. But who are going to be the winners tonight? I'm going to hand you over to Alex to explain a little more.
Thanks, Sally. I mean, that's a good question, isn't it, Steve? Who are going to be the winners tonight? And I suppose to answer that, we first have to see who's playing. So let's check that out now.
Yeah, sure. We've got Morris and Breyer for their first win.
Yes, yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Because we've had all 7 of the 8 combinations have won one of these Twilight Bowls leagues. Dave and Logan have won 2. Morris and Breyer haven't won one yet. So we're going to see that
in 2
first
finals.
Yes, they have been in 2 finals.
So it's a night of 2s.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. And there we can see the bracket. So obviously the winners from the 2 games make their way through to the major. You can see down the bottom there who we're going to see in game 2, which should be a good one. But first up, we may as well get started with this game. Remember, folks, it's 5 ends. So it's quick fire, 5 ends, 3 bowl pairs. When we get to the second end, you'll see how it's a little bit different than your traditional game.
All played one from one direction to a target.
Looking forward to it. We had a look at the TAB website earlier before we went live on broadcast, Steve, and it had Dave and Logan as pretty heavy favourites.
Oh, yes, quite significantly, actually. It's surprising for, like a 2-horse field. So, if the old fella can, put it together, I wouldn't be writing them off.
Yeah, absolutely. So Logan Clark here on the forehand. Of course, the last 2 times Dave and Logan have played a Twilight Bowls League, they've won it. So they're going for what will feel like a 3-peat to them.
Okay.
Sort of probably forgotten what it feels like to lose, I would say, the 2 Clarks.
They've been going good, really good.
Straight into gear.
Just a bit heavy with the first couple there. As they say, better long than short.
Logan Clark steering down his bowl. Only a 3rd-year bowler, Logan, although he's grown up around bowls, but only a 3rd-year bowler. He's going pretty good for a 3rd-year bowler.
Must be in the genetics, I'm sure, because, he's taken to it very quickly. He plays well.
I'd be happy.
Yep.
Play cricket to a pretty high level, is my understanding. Sort of moved on to bowls as his next sport. See Breyer there, 3 bowls on a good line, but just slightly past the head. Not the end of the world from a lead, is it?
Not really. They're still in play, but Jack has to get snaked a fair way to make them effective. So I think Morris is being restricted to one hand here. They're coming down on his backhand.
He's got 3 bowls to do it with, so this first bowl is pretty crucial, isn't it, Steve? You'll really want the first bowl to be in the area, and then you can build on that. Whereas if you miss the first bowl, suddenly you're just staring down the barrel of a number on the first end of only a 5-end game.
Absolutely. If we can get second shot, he'd be happy and build on that. It's only a disaster if you sort of a bad miss, because you've got a lot of correcting to do.
Here he is, his first bowl on his backhand.
He's on a pretty good line.
He's not far away. How's your weight, Morris? Beautiful line.
Yep, just the want of a couple of feet and a foot to count, probably. A couple of feet to the jack, foot to count.
Sort of bowl that you feel okay correcting off, isn't it?
Yep. Clarkie's just snuck into him, so that's 4.
Pressure on this first end.
3.
How's the correction, Morris? This is huge.
This is big.
That's class. That is absolute class there from Morris Symes.
Well done, Morris.
That is as good a bowl as you'll ever see, Steve.
It is. And Brian just goes, thank you. Brilliant.
Zach, you managed to finish.
Can't really play with any weight.
To the side of the jack, the right of the jack as you see it.
Yeah.
Which indicates perfection. It's just perfection, isn't it? It's as good as it gets.
He went that just that fraction higher. You see it in the line, and they got back. So really good.
Great stuff. So Dave Clark switching
They
to
were
the
able to
forward.
swish through there.
Needs the ball to let go. Needs it to let go. Needs it to let go. It's not going to.
Yes, have a game. Yep.
Make the target any bigger, Morris.
No. Oh, well, he's got a wee wall there. If he can just sneak in behind that,
Happy days.
he can drop a foot and still count.
Real class. It's the Symes family of bowlers, the Symes family. He's giving it a good chance. He's staring at it like he thinks it's close.
No, he left left a lot in his hand, actually.
Well, that's when you go, my second bowl was brilliant.
Like that?
Please don't make me pay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but any
5
weight,
ends,
you won't
Steve.
get back. And
So is
Jack
this
didn't
time
go good either.
5 ends? Do you just take a risk, or will you just take your medicine and then go?
Oh, no,
got 4 ends to go.
he's going to have a crack at this somewhere. He's sure of it.
Find a low bowl to use, maybe.
Well, he can't get into any trouble. He's not going to do any worse than 1 down.
Playing the minimum possible reaching weight here, Dave Clark. He's stalking after it like he thinks it's close.
He's left well short.
Well, it's behind
Oh.
from our end.
There.
One there.
Yeah.
One there to Morris and Breyer on this first end. It's not a get out of jail free card because it was class from Morris.
But to be 4 down and draw it cold, that's a great bowl.
Really good stuff from Morris Symes.
Absolutely.
You see Ben making his way down with the bowls. Pusher. The song in the background, if you can hear it, folks, was specifically requested by Breyer. This is one of her favourite songs.
Is it?
Obviously a country music fan.
Yes.
And she's not from Gore.
Oh, well.
Country music down in Gore. Oh, Ben's had a...
He's lost the bowl.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
No, he's
He's
rounded
got it
up.
back. Well done, Ben.
Hurting cats.
What a recovery that was.
It was.
Become an expert at the wrangling of the bowls on this
It
week
is.
5 of the Twilight Bowls League.
And he's got scaring you down to an art where he comes scooting back and looking like he's going to take out the leg of the camera. Oh, no, he's well missed it tonight.
My blood pressure was up yesterday.
All right. Symes his first bowl here. How's he looking? Is he going to reach the target? So that's a good start.
Yeah, great stuff. That's literally within a foot and a half
Absolutely.
of the jack.
Looks like the boys have figured out that backhand side. You said you had a wee trundle down there tonight
Yes,
and you found it was perhaps the kinder side.
Yeah, look, it felt like a nicer hand. I'm not saying that I've got enough ability to tell the difference, but certainly the backhand side, which is to the right as we see it on screen, felt like it just came back to the centre line a bit easier than the forehand, which is a little bit sticky. Morris trying to go overarm.
Yeah. Just slipped there up. Probably the ball wasn't quite in hand right.
On the forehand. He's got a lovely delivery, doesn't he, Morris Symes?
Oh, it's well honed. He's been playing for 50 plus.
50 years,
Very
yeah.
good. Keep coming.
He's looking pretty good again, isn't he?
Well, to be fair to class him as evergreen, Morris Symes. He's sort of...
Oh, he's been competitive for years, though.
Yeah.
You know, like I started way back, and he was a dominant force in the game then. He was playing for New Zealand in the 80s.
Has maintained that level. We were talking yesterday, and I'll share it tonight in case anyone's tuning in who wasn't listening to our dulcet tones yesterday, but his mother is also an M Symes, Merle Symes.
Yep.
And Morris and Merle, I think, is pretty historical. They played as a son and a mother for New Zealand in the same New Zealand team for the celebration of Australia's centenary in the mixed singles and pairs in the mid-80s. That's cool, isn't it?
Oh, isn't it what? And that's one of the thing with this particular game is that you get mother's sons, father's sons, mother's daughters, and the likes there. So we'll have a look at this finish. Looks like this is
Great
going to
shot.
change things a bit.
Well, you can see a father-son combination on the green now with Dave and Logan Clark.
Yep.
Just illustrating that sort of family connection. David's father and uncle both play bowls, so it sort of runs that 3-4 generations deep. Anyway, what's the story here? Looks like 1 to Dave and Logan on the crossover.
1.5.
1.5.
By the look of it. Well, Morris is interested in this.
All the talent in the world. Breyer needs it to hold past the front one. Just short of a gallop there, Steve. That's the only difference.
Yeah, well, it's got both hands sort of bowls on the run now, so it's going to be tricky for Logan to perhaps draw another one.
I think it's exactly what Logan was thinking there. And oh, gee, it looks like there's bowls that I can hit up. Smooth as silk, that delivery.
Yeah. A good line. Just a question of the speed now.
Oh, it's just fallen.
No,
A foot short. That's so easy to do, isn't it?
certainly is.
He would have felt okay out of his hand. As a bowler, you watch those bowls and you think it's close, it's close, it's close. It's not. It's not made it.
Yeah. So what's happening here?
Look at this
Brian?
here from Breyer. Look at this.
Great bowl.
That's a beautiful bowl. I had to pause the commentary for a second because I wasn't sure where the bowl was going to finish in relation to the jack.
Well, Clarkie's indicating it's 1 to Briar, so stayed with it enough.
Great shot. David just calling Logan on the backhand side. Forehand side. Calling Logan on the forehand side through a gate, Steve.
Yep.
Chances left, right and centre.
Oh, he's got a lot of bowls to play with, kick and follow through sort of weight. Here it comes.
Steering it down.
He thinks he's in the
He's
zone.
not far away. He's not far away. Oh,
Got foot trip to the last bit.
he wasn't far away, but also
Okay,
wasn't
Mark.
successful.
It's Briar, we're just trying to get a third shot here if she can. She might be a touch tight, is it? Well, that blocks the direct path to the shot bowl getting taken out.
I can't see it now.
He says he can't see it
Getting a roll
now.
out of our bowl
Exactly
do?
what you were saying.
What is getting a roll out of our second shot?
What would you do here, Steve?
Yeah.
Yep, he's just looking to play up into his own bowl. If he can lay it down, he's got shot. So he's got a lot of options there.
So on the
So
back
be on
end,
the backhand, yeah, mate.
giving himself a chance. It's that lovely reaching weight. Now you just hope for a nice, good connection. Steering it down, willing it to hold, willing it to hold. Oh, there's a bowl. It's come out of nowhere. And it's going to sit down. It sat down. Well, they both think they've got. They both think they've got one apiece.
Yeah.
Measure from Sue.
Marky got excited there and got the finger up a wee bit prematurely, maybe.
So,
What?
I don't know. I don't know. Morris looks more confident.
Yeah. My money's on Morris.
He's not a man who lacks confidence, to be fair.
No. He's got a pretty good eye, though, I can say that.
I didn't like that.
One now?
Yeah. Apparently it was in by that.
I didn't think you could be shot because it fell out.
So what, it was one there to Morris and Briar. So Morris was right to be confident. And the score now 2-0 after two ends.
To the right, you might have been set right
And joined in commentary for the third end by Lee Warburton. How you feeling, Lee?
Yeah, not too bad. Really good to be here again after a week off.
It's good. I was going to ask, would you rather be in the commentary booth or playing the bowls? But probably playing the bowls, eh?
Yeah, definitely.
We can just see they're just playing a replay of that last end on your screens. So we're up to week 5 of the Twilight Bowls League. How have you been finding it?
Oh, it's really interesting because of obviously the skips and the leads alternate. So you get a chance at both skipping and leading.
Having those 6 bowls in a row, do you enjoy that? Sort of, you can play a bomb, your last bowl is skip, and then you get to play three as the lead.
Yeah, well, if you've got consistency, then yeah. But yeah, no, 6 bowls in a row is beautiful.
Sweet as. So I'm sure people will be wondering at home, but I'd just like to ask you a few questions about sort of how did you start bowls? Where did your bowls career, your bowls journey start, Lee?
Oh, okay, so I grew up around the Peppercorn Bowling Club, and my mum and my stepdad were playing a long time ago. And I was watching it nearly every weekend. And early teens decided to take it up. It looked really fun. So yeah, got on the green and able to go and love it.
Great. Yeah, it's good. It's a good game, isn't it? Because you meet all different sorts of people.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like different tournaments, different places. I've been to a lot of tournaments with my parents. Played with them. Sometimes they go alright. But yeah, no, it's real fun. Real social game.
It's great stuff. So we see here, just on this end, Morris and Bry, the only team that haven't won one of the Twilight Bowls League nights, are leading by 2 against the Clarks. Bry trying to make it in for 3. She's going to get wrecked on that short bowl. So tell us about your peers partner, Adam, who's he's the current world champion for the Death Bowls.
Yeah.
How did you get to know him? What's the story there?
So we actually met at the Peppercorn Bowling Club.
It's a good start.
Yeah. Played on the artificial. This is a practice together, and I started learning sign language slowly, and eventually became good mates. Played a bit of bowls together all through our junior years. Won quite a lot in counties through juniors.
Oh, cool. Do you find, like, when you play peers together, we've been able to see you guys over the last 4 or 5 weeks, do you use much sign with Adam? Or
Yeah, no. So we've got a few little signs for a few different shots. Yeah, it's pretty. It was really hard to learn it.
Yeah.
Because it is really hard to learn a different language, especially sign language, which I feel should be taught more often, especially around schools and stuff.
It'd be cool, wouldn't it?
It'd be really cool, especially like Adam, when he's deaf, can communicate to anyone really with just your hands.
Have you ever, we just watched this bowl from Dave Clark, it's getting down. He's somehow gone past it. It's unlucky. Have you ever accidentally miscommunicated a shot in bowls? Like Adam's asked you to draw and you've accidentally just had a full-blooded go at it? Has that happened yet?
No, not yet. Not yet. We're pretty spot on with our communication on the green. Just a little bit to work on, but
Great stuff. And before we let you go, guys, we'll keep you in the commentary booth for this and then let you get your preparation going. And speaking of that, you're due to play Tio and Taiki. We saw them play a really aggressive game yesterday. Have you guys thought about what sort of game you're going to play against them? How do you think it's going to go?
Oh, we just need to start off strong early, put the pressure on, and find some consistency.
We need another one.
Stay on the draw, find your line, find your weight.
Now, I've been trying to get started, as I'm just thinking you played a really good drive shot, I don't know, a week or 2 ago. Got the jack to bounce about 300 metres in the air. I've been trying to get, just wait for Morris's bowl. Oh, that's a good shot for 2. I've been trying to get us to call drive shots yeets, a yeet, because I think yeet, you young people say yeet, and it means, can you see it catching on with drive? Have a yeet at it or yeet that?
I haven't really called it a yeet, to be honest.
Or maybe it's something to start with.
Yeah, it could be. I've always called it a drive or a blast. Something really aggressive,
Yeet.
Yeet.
I'm not feeling like I don't think I've sold you on it, but that's okay. Now we got Dave Clark here on the back end. A bit stiff. We're going to see 2 there to Morris and Bry. Thank you for joining me in the commentary booth, Lee. Good luck for later on tonight.
Thank you so
much. Have a good time.
Thank you.
No worries. So 2 there to Morris and Bry. They now lead 4-0 after 3 ends. They were not the favourites at the TAB going into this. I suspect if the odds were running, they'd be changed a little bit now. It's 4 ends gone for the difference, Steve.
Yeah, it is. They're going well. Just I'm not sure if the TAB is doing live odds or live
No idea
at all.
No idea.
Let's have a wee look.
Certainly, bowls, darts, all those sports are always good just to have a little nosy at.
Yeah, well, it's changed significantly where there was almost $1 worth of difference there in opening, and now Morris is into $1.09 versus 6.
Very interesting.
It's
those 5 end games, to be fair, 4 points down 2 ends to go. If the Clarks don't score now, it's almost an impossible situation, isn't it?
That's right. It's only 6 points available, and Morris has got 4 of them.
yeah. Showing a lot of class.
Yeah. First couple of bowls in that last end were just sighters, and nails it with his last.
Dave Clark now off the front. So it's what I've been talking about, alternating lead and skip positions. So you get to play 6 bowls in a row, and then you have 6 bowls to sit and watch, and then 6 bowls in a row again. So in theory, sort of easy is not the word I'm looking for here, but you sort of can get into a nice little groove, can't you, Steve?
Can, and but interestingly, though, the Clarkie played his first 2 bowls of the 6 really on the other hand, and then swapped over and missed the line, and
just
he would
reset
want that one back.
I was saying yesterday, if you could catch your bowl, you should get it back, but maybe that'd be bad for health and safety reasons, wouldn't it?
It would be. And I've learnt that you can talk to them and wave at them as much as you like, and once you let them go, they've made up a mind of their own.
Sometimes you feel like it makes a difference.
Yeah. Clarkie sort of paying the price of a bad first bowl and sort of overcorrecting with the second, but he's got something to work on now because he's found the line. Just a matter of weight change for the last one.
Morris.
Meanwhile, Morris is somewhere in the zone here, isn't he?
Staring it down. Always has impeccably brushed hair, Morris Symes.
Oh, mate.
This looks lovely, doesn't it?
It does. He spends a lot of time in front of the mirror, I can assure you,
Yeah.
having roomied with him over the Nationals.
It's quite impressive.
He's the silver fox now. He used to be the black fox, but
Silver.
gone silver.
And enjoy the music as well, Morris Symes. Here at the Twilight Bowls League night, whatever we're at now. 8, I think.
8.
10, 8, 10.
Here's a decent
19.
bowl here from Clarkie, but gets a run.
That's beautiful. Actually unlucky to get that wick, but he's still okay. He's hung
Yep.
on for one.
He's holding on for shot. Good correction.
Lovely shot there we see. Some
And Carlton Cornwall arriving.
the black and yellow, the bumblebees.
Bumblebees from Carlton Cornwall.
They have very smart blazers, the Carlton Cornwall Bowling Club.
They
The
do.
yellow and black
Stripe.
striping. I think it
Yep.
looks very good.
So we were talking the other day about bring back the blazer.
We were. And the blazer, I can tell you, is alive and well at the Carlton Cornwall Bowling Club. And
It
it's
is.
great to see. There's absolutely a space for it. Club prize givings. Why not?
Absolutely. Briar's giving.
Hurry, mate, hurry.
Briar. That's a
Oh,
good
look at
bowl. That's a good bowl.
Did you get in? That's a measure.
Oh, for the interest of it being exciting, I reckon she's made it the shot there.
Okay.
So Dave and Logan are thinking we've got 3 bowls left in this end. We don't have to do anything crazy yet. Just make the head better and then
Yep.
see what's available on the last bowl.
He's got opportunities as well because he's got that one, well, either shot or second shot. And here's the boss here.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And he's moved the jack. It's worth 2. What a bowl.
Brilliant. And unfortunately, Morris, the way it's lined up, he's got nowhere to go here, really, other than try and get. Oh, he's going to.
I was going to say, he's just checking the front plant, so that needs to kill or it's not that much fun, right?
Yeah. It's
So-
an interesting call. Well, even at the back, isn't it?
Watch the jack. The jack's really important here. The jack's
Too
the key
close.
point. Watch the jack. Clean past. That was a good bowl. That was the key point of that shot selection, wasn't it, Steve? Where was the jack going?
Yep. And so from 2 down, it's still 1 down, but a heck of a lot of room to draw a shot.
Really good bowl there from Briar.
Yep. This might be a bit short. Oh, here's a chance
That's
here.
a chink in the armour.
Yep.
Interesting. It's interesting because
Yes, I get it, Boris.
wherever Briar goes, that Logan and Dave are going to have second and third shots. So removing Briar's bowl will be worth 2 regardless. Oh dear. Oh, it's humming. When's it going to stop? Needs to
It's gotta
pull
get
up.
back in.
Needs to pull up. Needs to pull up. Needs to pull up.
Oh,
Oh dear.
oh, Morris.
Oh dear.
That bowl's third shot if you would have played through and stayed.
Now Dave's going, we've got a shot on for 5. This is a roller coaster, Steve. I'd go the white for 5. It's more exciting
What
for
if I get
television.
half of it and it doesn't go?
I wouldn't go it if I was actually playing it.
No, you take the 3 and go into the last end, one behind. I think.
As a commentator, I want to see the 5 happen. As a player, absolutely, you're just drawing for 3. You've got meters and meters, and the momentum is all going to be in the Clark's favour.
Yep.
Now, we saw Briar's bowl not really want to turn when she went out there.
Yeah, but she's going a lot quicker.
That is true. And Logan's made it in for 3. An intriguing end of bowls there, so 3-4.
Oh.
3-4 as we enter the last end of the first game at tonight's Twilight Bowl League. Exciting times, Steve.
It is. It is. Be interested what the TAB's changed of that.
Be up and down like a yo-yo, I would suggest.
Say.
I'll see a replay there. It's a beautiful bowl of Logan's. And watch this bowl here of Briar. She played it perfectly.
Yeah.
There was the plant that Morris called. He knew that the jack was going to be sprayed out into the open, and it's a gamble, but you spray the jack out into the open, and then you should be able to draw the shot again.
Yeah, well, it was $1.09 to $6. Now it's $1.65 to $2.20. So, yeah.
You're getting dizzy watching the odds change.
The odd setter is, he's got their work cut out. Okay, so, all on.
And the Clarks will be thinking, goodness gracious me. 5 minutes ago, they were 4 down with 2 ends to go.
No.
Now they're 1 down last end. Just turned around on a dime.
Yep. Briar's on that tight line.
Briar will be looking to make amends for her final bowl. To be fair, I mean, she played a full-butted drive. It's hard to switch back to the draw after you've just hoofed it down the middle.
It is. Hoofed now tonight.
Oh, whatever, hoofed. Yeet. I said to Lee when you were out of the commentary box, I tried to convince Lee Warburton. I said, I've been using yeet for a drive shot. You young people say yeet. He looked at me like I was from another planet, so I'm not convinced that one's going to hold on.
I don't think that one's, I think it's dog peddling.
I may let it just go.
But it's one of those things that, the top bowlers certainly practice drive 1, draw 1.
Briar here with her second bowl.
It's come to go home.
Yeah, lovely bowl from Briar Atkinson. Remember this pair, the only pair that haven't won the Twilight Bowls League night. The other 7 all have.
Yes.
It's the narrative running through.
I don't think that'll be playing on their mind. They'll be just playing one end at a time.
Oh, that's the way to approach it, isn't it?
It is.
Sorely, that forehand just a bit reluctant to turn sometimes.
That's right. It's
not to be double bluffed though, because you pull your line in.
Yeah, Briar's.
Watch this from Briar. Beautiful. Do you think Morris has forgiven it, Steve?
Oh, he's got a long memory.
Oh, good stuff. We're going to see a little interaction in the crossover. That's that's forgiving. We got a high five on the crossover. Great bowls.
3 good bowls there. Very good.
Absolute superstar in the waiting, as we've spoken about with Briar Atkinson. Last year won the New Zealand Open, champion of champion women's singles. Played well to do so. Just been to Hong Kong. And an uncapped event with Selena Goddard. Performed well there. I'd remember that name, folks.
And one of the quickest to get a gold star on Taranaki.
Yep, I believe the fastest woman.
Yeah.
Chance
Okay,
out.
Clarkie's somewhere in the zone here.
Hold.
Oh, great try from Dave Clark, and some frustration showing there. He needed it to hold for half a second more, and he would have gutsed it there.
You'll be okay. You can just come under it, unless you want to play this hand. Up to you, really.
Well, I think I'd be on the other hand, Morris, but
Danger with this, the jack could move so quickly.
shoot out to the side there, yeah. He doesn't really need to draw another one. Be interesting here. There is a wee shot down on the forehand.
Well,
Quick.
depends how far you hit it. Ball goes clean. Jack's probably good as well.
That's the conversation that they're just having there.
Yeah.
So the weight spot's key here, isn't it?
Well, so we dip into the lucky bag here because good things could happen. We're certainly giving it a.
He's very
That's
close
right.
here. He's very close here.
Oh,
He got that. Was fascinating. I thought he had that absolutely perfect, and then he got
No, this
a
hand.
feather of something in the bowl.
Just get to the back.
Don't even know what happened.
no. I think I'd be covering the other side just to get into that pocket, but Morris is getting around the back. So if it kills, he's got the spot, and he has.
Lovely shot
That's a
there
very
from
good bowl.
Morris.
Very good position bowl.
Kill's no good, but same shot. Yeah. Jack probably jams out there anyway.
So if he gets the outside of that, the white bowl, the jack's going to hit the black bowl, and then where is it going to go? It's
That's the question. I actually don't think it'll kill. I think it's going on to black bowl, then back up the rink a little bit.
yeah,
So the inside half of this white's actually fine. The inside,
they're not
it's tracking out. Look at that
not
track out.
getting excited.
There we go.
Go.
The golden run of the Clarks has come to an end. They've been stymied by
have
the,
been.
so far,
Wily
not
Grey
victorious.
Fox.
Yeah, the Wily Grey Fox. Called it saying grasshopper. With Morris Symes and Fire Atkinson. So congratulations, they're through to their third grand final. Great stuff. So what was your thought of that game, Steve?
I thought it was very good. Some good tactics, well played.
It was just that there was a one little blip, wasn't it? Because Morris took a gamble. He said, hit this and spit the jack out.
Yeah,
Gambling on Breyer being able to play a really good bowl that was it needed to be hidden from the opposition's
right.
ones as well. Because even if she'd played a good bowl,
They
Logan
would've-
just would have ripped it out. You would have dropped the 2.
that's right.
They ended up dropping the 3 on that end. That's the only little chink that was in the
Yeah.
Breyer and Morris armour I found.
Well, it was, and it's just one of those things where you've had a full-blooded drive and then you want to touch draw. So
Yeah.
she got out of jail, so
Yeah.
given early.
What we're going to get to do is have a chat with Barry Kennard, who we saw a couple of weeks ago with Sally Nowish.
Congratulations to Morris and Breyer. What a game. You've done an exceptional job. They're going round through to the final tonight. Now, I'm here with someone very special. You may have seen him last week when he took a little bit of a tumble, and we want him to tell you about himself. We're here with Barry. Now, Barry, how did you get into bowls?
So this was a while ago. I first got into bowls when I would have been about 74 years ago now. Yes, and I've been involved in it in outdoors for 58 years.
Wow, and you're not just a bowler. From what I hear, you're actually a bowls champion.
Yes, I certainly am. So I've been a champion for outdoors, with many different awards, with many trophies, competing against the best. And with indoor bowls as well, got my fair share of awards as well with that, with some tough competition, which was always good to be a part of. And yeah, so that's been over the time of my 74 years.
Yeah. And who was responsible for getting you involved in the game?
So that would have been my father. Yeah, he was the one who got me into it initially. He brought me over to a green. People had no idea who I was at the time, but my father said, give it a go. I thought, give it a go, pick it up. I was pretty interested in it, and I knew, gave it a go, and my father was so shocked at how well I did my first go, so that's what started it.
Now, I've got an important question that I'm sure a lot of people are wanting to know. How are you feeling after your tumble last week?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I think Luckily, it's not. I didn't take it too hard a fall. It's pretty smooth here. A little bit sore, but otherwise, I think just making sure that I keep my footing right would be really good.
Thank you so much, Barry. It's so lovely to have you here again. I'm going to pass you back to Alex in commentary to talk about our next game.
Thanks, that's great. I love Barry Kennard. He's a lovely man.
Is it what?
He's sort of
74. When you hesitated to say 74 years ago, he
was
started.
it 1974? What? No,
Yeah,
74 years
74
ago.
years ago.
So he would have been 11 years old when he started playing
Probably
bowls. Barry.
indoor.
Yeah, indoor. He's had a fantastic career and good to see. Anyway, we've got more outdoor bowls to watch, Steve. We're going to get to see, here's game 2. We've got the Cook Islanders playing the Young Guns, and Adam Bailey, of course, is the current world deaf outdoor singles champion. And thanks to Dale, we borrowed his sign language interpreter for that lovely little interview there with Barry Kennard. This should be an interesting game, Steve.
Should be. I'd reckon this one will be fairly close. I'd say the TAB would be pretty much even on this one.
Yeah.
I'm not picking this one at all.
The game styles, very similar. We saw Tio and Taiki play yesterday. Very aggressive game style.
Absolutely.
Lee and Adam don't mind having a little nibble at the head every now and then.
I think Adam was the first one to have a full-blooded shot right up the middle.
So we see them make their way down to the end.
And Tio and Taiki won the toss and gave the mat up. Last bowl.
So that means we got last bowl.
That's it.
For Tio and Taiki, did we say?
Yep.
So this 5-end game, that last bowl is quite important, isn't it?
It is. It's certainly an age-old tactic on extra ends or things like that, especially with the blokes. Toss the coin. Generally, we'll take last bowl 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, and back yourself to make that difference with the last bowl. Of course, only 5 ends. If your last bowl can score you a multiple of any sort, that's fantastic, isn't it? Because there's only 4 ends to recover after that.
Yep, absolutely. If you get off to a flyer in this, but I think it's only been once last night tonight. One's on the first end, I don't think.
Yeah, just one's on the first end. It should be a stat we have a look at. We're going to publish some statistics a little bit later on as we're just waiting for them to be given the green light to go ahead. Some statistics about how the teams have gone. There's some really interesting ones. We've got the average number of shots scored per winning end.
Okay.
And Lee and Adam and Kirsten and Amy were leading that. They're very close to an average of 2 per scoring end.
Okay.
Which that should indicate aggression, really, isn't it? Because you're playing bowls for numbers as opposed to playing a protective game. So looking forward to publishing those before our last week of the Twilight Bowls week next week.
I'm sure the train spotters will love that.
I mean, statistics, you could go on and on and on. That bowl's about statistics. There's a million of them. What's really interesting, if I'll just allow myself to get briefly diverted, if you talk to the really good bowlers like the Joe Edwardses of the world or the Sharon Sims, after they've come off from a game and you say, how do you think you went? Here are 5 things I'd like you to tell me. They can tell you very accurately. They don't need people to code them. They know what they've done.
That's right.
Which is really impressive, I think, to have that sort of recall.
And it's part of sort of game management too. And it's like who's drawing what on the backhand, who's drawing what on the forehand. Is there a side of the rink going better than the other side? And that comes into the decision making of what shot to play when.
Yeah, and the other thing they excuse me, glad there's not a camera on me. I've just lost my pen.
He's no juggler, I can tell you.
The other thing they do notice, Steve, you almost code your opposition as well. When you're in the zone, you're playing really good bowls, not only do you know how you're going, but you've paid attention to how the opposition is going. So often the top bowlers will play a shot or leave a shot on. You go, well, this forehand's not going very well today.
Yep.
So it's a percentage shot to leave it on the forehand for him. So
Absolutely.
very much like a game of chess, isn't it, bowls?
Oh, it is. And it's that's the winning and losing games, just knowing what's going on, watching every bowl, watch what the opposition are doing. And, we have players that have a strength in a forehand or a backhand shot. And if you know that going in, then, you can plan your game plan around, or base your game plan around it.
I suppose if we try and bring it back to the Twilight Bowls, these 8 pairs combinations have been playing against each other. We're on now week 5. They'll have been watching they'll all have a pretty good understanding of how each other plays by now, Steve.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sue Rossiter there indicating one being held by Adam and Lee at the moment. So that's that pole you can see at 11 o'clock on your screen.
We're way away.
Yes, a scratchy first end.
Happy with that.
Lee Warburton here on his forehand side. Pretty smooth delivery, comes out quite pretty good.
Yeah, so just watching the footwork, his feet, they're all pointing in all sorts of directions.
Looks a lot like that shooter stance there, isn't it? Where they sort of, your back foot's anchored somehow and then your other foot's done something else.
That's the one.
It's all a bit complicated for me, Steve.
At the end of the day, as long as it works.
Tio, we saw last night, I think had one of the most roller coastering ends because his first bowl he played a wrong bias into the stands.
That's right.
And then second bowl trailed the jack back too.
Yes. When the hoardings down the side there, I think we would have been picking the bowl up in the car park.
Yeah, and we would have been going some distance to get it.
Yes.
Lee Warburton on his forehand.
He's liking this one a bit. He's got a clear run, is he? Yep.
That's a really good bowl. That's a
He just
lovely
nailed
bowl.
it. Well done.
Right in the middle of the house. You're 2 or 3 down if you're Tio and Taiki. 2 bowls to go. We saw them play a very aggressive game yesterday, Steve. That would be my only comment.
Well, they're calling it 2, but from where I'm standing on tape's going to be involved. But
Then he switched to the backhand side.
which I think's tended to be the kinder side tonight.
Oh, buddy.
Just going to go underneath the head. And if they were going to attack at that moment is now passed because he would have done it with 2 bowls to play. So we'll see an attempt to cut it down to 1 with his last bowl, you'd think, Steve?
Will be, but there's a chance here if these guys can move the jack 6 to 8 inches. All of a sudden, it's going to be from 2 to 4 to 5.
That was a beautiful effort. That weight was absolutely perfect.
Perfect for the shot.
And enough to hold 3.
Yep. And it's a horrible sort of one to be having to draw to. There's
Do you be
distance.
brave? Do you be brave and see if you can put the jack over to the white bowls that sit to the right on your screen?
Yep. Low percentage.
It'd be very much. You'd either lose the game there or go close to winning it there, wouldn't it?
That's it. So he's 3 down, so you really got to try and get second shot. And
Doesn't look thrilled with it, Tio, out of his hand.
no,
It's going to need it to hold. It's trying, Steve.
and it's going to run out of legs, I think, is it?
It's trying. It's still going. How's it still going? It's unbelievable effort
That's
there
good.
from Tio.
Another 1, first end, 1. That's probably what's called reading 1.
Maybe. Who knows, Steve? But one there. Tio and Tyke will be pretty pleased with that. That's a good fishing one down.
It was.
On an end where they never really, that was the only good bowl they played, to be fair. Out of the 6.
I think it was going to come up a bit shorter than that, but it just kept got that extra foot of run, so that's
See
good.
This bowl here of Lee Warburton's on the forehand.
That's very good.
There's a lovely shot. Changed the whole dynamic of that head.
Right, end 2 about to start.
There's that stance we were talking about. Look at the back foot. It's at an
Yeah,
angle
it's
right
almost
at the back of the mat.
Right angles, isn't it?
Yeah, and just allows for a very small step forward. There's not much of a forward step.
It's pretty even at the TAB, TO, and that's only a few cents in it really, 30 cents between the two, so that even the TAB saying they can't really pick it.
Who knows? Tio here on his forehand. Winner of this, of course, is going to go through to meet Morris and Breyer, who are the story of this week, really, because they're the only team out of the 8 that haven't won a Twilight Bowls League night yet. They've lost 2 finals. Is it going to be third time lucky for, what am I saying? Saying grasshopper.
I'm sure Morris is well pleased to be reminded he hasn't won one yet. But he gets a chance tonight on the penultimate week. And I'm hearing some rumours there's going to be some exciting changes next week around dress uniforms and things like that. I'm hearing.
Yes, yeah, we're going. There may or may not be a theme.
Okay.
A theme. And you might see some characters turn up who should really be hibernating in the North Pole.
Right. You got to leave leave the North Pole
Must have,
early.
Yeah, must have early. It'll be an interesting time. Lee Warburton on the forehand again.
It's on that tight line again.
And watch this at the end of the track, that bowl. See if it holds its line at all. Just starting to let go there, but that's three nicely weighted bowls, Steve.
Good weight.
All right in the area. Sue indicating 2 to Adam and Lee.
It seems when they're playing down on that forehand side, if they're just slightly underlined, it's generally short.
The decisions here for Adam and Lee, they're holding a couple.
You'd almost be drawing to the back white just to give yourself some cover, and it's almost in that count and cover sort of range, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Happy enough with a couple. Your bowl, you don't want to make the target any bigger with this bowl.
No, because these guys all have a larrup at it, so... Just trying to get back there. That's what he's trying to do.
Good. That's a good enough bowl. Hasn't made the target bigger. It's where the jack may go.
As long as it's over, it's in play.
Precisely. So on his forehand here, Taiki. We've seen him play some really good conversion shots. Of course, the winning bronze medal Commonwealth Games winning skip.
That's right.
The Com Games, whenever it was, last in Australia. Must be 4 or 5 years ago now, Steve. 5?
5? It would be, wouldn't it? Com Games were last year, so it's every 4, so 5 years.
Adam, he doesn't like it out of his hand. It doesn't mean anything. Oh, be careful. Let's see what's going to happen. The bowl breaking back into the head. Good shot. Well played.
Up here, bro.
Yep. So just stuck around, got something closer, and lose the other one.
It was a nice bowl. Just the correction on the weight here for Taiki, isn't it? Just need to your line was probably okay. Just add a metre of running, maybe.
Yeah, he's coming a bit more aggressive. I think he's underlined it again, isn't he?
Get up, bro. Get up. Play through.
Oh dear, that's frustrating as a bowler. You know yourself, don't you?
It does. Like he doesn't want to be wide, and it just seems to be those tighter bowls down that forehand is just
pull up that little bit shy.
Yeah, it's just seems to lose a yard. Right, we're having a change of hand here.
On the backhand. How's the weight? He's holding
Bro,
2.
You got to get
He's
down,
cut one out.
otherwise
Cut
you
one
play
out
with
there.
weight through that bunch.
You feel like this is
You just got to reach through the head, bro. Replace one of them or pull the jack through.
going to need a really good connection here, Steve.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's the same line that he's been playing, but if he just gives it another 2 yards of speed.
Doesn't matter if you're narrow. If you're wide, you knock that one out. If you're narrow, you hit that bunch.
So essentially, Teo's saying, look, if if you can put your bowl within a 3 feet target area with weight to the 2 metre mark, something good's going to happen.
Yep. He's got a lot of options here. He's got 3 options.
On the forehand. Right, let's see. Let's see.
He's certainly given it some speed. Just
Much
depends
better.
on his line.
Much better chance here from Taiki. When's it going to turn? What's
Give
this?
some chance.
Oh,
Good.
that was a well-played bowl. A well-played shot.
Great effort. And we've got Grandad Clark coming in for the third end, have we?
Yeah, what a line to finish with, Steve. So we see 2 there to Adam and Lee. 3-0 now after 2. Welcome into the commentary booth, Dave.
Hi, Alex. How are you?
I'm not too bad, thank you. And I'm sorry to ask you this question, but how are you feeling?
Yeah, look, we didn't play as well tonight as we did last week. We know that. A few too many short bowls. And when Morris stuck one really close, we couldn't get at it. The rink on the forehand, if you've got any sort of weight, it just won't come back for you.
Yeah.
And so you pay the price for playing those early short bowls.
It was interesting. It sort of summed up on that first end. You guys played a beautiful end. And Morris, I can't remember, it was might have been a second bowl, essentially drew a back toucher.
Yep.
And you just couldn't get rid of it.
No, that's right. And probably that happened a couple of times during the game. We just couldn't get at it. And really, it's our own fault for playing so many short bowls. And they weren't badly short. They were just outside the circle. They looked good from the other end.
Yeah.
But when you got up here, it was just hard to convert the end this time. Whereas, Logan had been making some really good conversion shots over the last few weeks, and which made the difference.
So let's have a chat about Logan. So it's his third full season of outdoor bowls.
Yeah, I think we worked out last night it might be his 4th. It's been
Third
sounds good.
3rd or 4th is fine.
Yeah, we used to play the Trust tournament out of Henderson when Logan was playing cricket. He joined the club, and I think one year he played the Capito Club singles and beat his granddad, which he was most proud about. But only every other year we just played that one tournament together. It was something we decided to do, not realising at the time that we kind of wrecked his 1 to 8 years. And so he's come to play full time now, which is really cool.
It's great to have him. I have a recollection. I might be misremembering, but I'm sure.
Bro.
Did he play with? You made him play with like classic 2s or some older bowls for his first season or 2?
It's always been my philosophy to learn the draw game. I think that's the basic of it. That's how I, learnt the game many years ago. Watching the likes of Kevin Darling, Rowan Bracey, all those guys, all those really good draw bowlers, and I said to him, mate, you need to learn that part of the game. So he used classic 2s for all of those probably 6 or 7 years of not playing much, and it's given him an appreciation of really how to draw a shot under pressure, I think
that's really good. I quite like that as a bit of coaching advice if you are starting bowls. I mean, you've got all the time in the world to both move up in a team and change what you're getting, but start with one of the older sets. The bowls are going to come back for you.
It's a lot of fun. It's a real challenge. Players that have started probably, I don't know, you can help me, the last 10, 15 years won't have experienced that unless you're using a set of Tiger 2s or something, which would become a little bit
popular. Play with weight over here. If you land over there, it's fine. If you're across the head here, it's all good.
Yeah, no, it's a good way to learn. Yep. And you find most of the bowlers coming along to the social and the Twilight nights, they're probably getting the bowls out of the back of the club that are a little bit older and they're going to turn. So, they're experiencing that if you come through that way.
Taiki on his forehand side. What do you think? So in this format, it's 5 hands, which is not very long, but there's you essentially get 6 bowls in a row because it's alternating lead and skip. How have you found that?
Look, I think this, along with the 3-5, has really got some merit. Maybe in a club game you won't have the bowls scoop going down the other end and returning them, but it would be quite easy for the skips to play the bowl and then just return to the other end. It's a lot of bowlers like the 2-4-2 format. Now, I won't go too much into that because it takes a while, but essentially you're playing bowls straight away after playing. You're getting 4 in a row, or in this case 6 in a row. And look, I think it could take off as another team format, especially in the social area. But I'd like to see it promoted in other places as well.
Yeah, it's quite cool. Seems to me quite cool just to get your nice 6 bowls in a row. So we've seen quite often in this place like an incredible last bowl at skip. And usually in a normal game you then have to wait a whole end. Whereas in this you go, I've just played a bomb as we watch a potential bomb here from Tio. Oh, a bit unlucky to get that sort of connection.
He played it really well though. It's a tough shot and he got a good result. He's given himself some room to draw with his last 2.
The score, 3-0. So third end, if you're Tio and Taiki, you'd be targeting this end to at least score But you need to score on this end, don't you?
Get on the board. Yep. I mean, 2's probably real good, but in this situation, I think Teo would be happy to draw one of his next 2 bowls and get on the board.
Absolutely. And he's got room to do it. See, there's enough short bowls that it won't look that easy from the player's end.
Yeah, the rink's a bit tricky tonight. You're going to find from our game through to the final that the rink will slow down, I reckon, about 2 seconds, which has been consistent with what it's done in most nights, and you need to be really aware of that. And he's drawing the shot. So a bit of pressure on Lee here now. He needs to rectify that situation and keep that gap on the scoreboard. Anything in the circle is going to count.
He's taking his time on the backhand.
Yeah, surprised he's changed his hand here, but he must see something.
Must have to play. He'll be playing a reaching weight on the backhand, wouldn't he?
He is too.
More than a reaching weight.
Jack. Looking for the jack.
He's not far away. Oh. Just about took a coat of paint off the jack on the way through.
Yeah, you go on. Either side of him.
He's given Teo some room to draw 2 now, so that's going to really change the game.
So before I let you go, Dave, I haven't actually looked at the draw. Do we get to see you next week?
Yes, yeah, we're coming back on the Tuesday night next week, so we're not here for the final night. Yeah. I believe there's a Christmas-themed week coming.
Yes. Yeah. So we look forward to seeing. There's going to be some interesting things on the Christmas week.
I'll have to go and get my Christmas outfit out for you, Alex.
You don't have enough time to grow a beard, but
and a good draw shot there by Teo to finish me off and get back on the board. 3-2. Interesting couple of ends coming up.
Great stuff. Thanks for talking to us, Dave.
Thank you.
Very good. So we get to see a couple of replays from that end. So let's just watch this here. This bowl here from Adam Bailey on the backhand. Pretty good right in the middle of the target area. And this bowl here, that was the teller from Teo removing the shot bowl. Unlucky actually to run that far away from the jack. And Lee unable to salvage that situation. So a good end there from you and Taiki. Steve, 2-3 down now with 2 ends to go.
Yep. Just back in the game now. Interesting to listen to Clarkey talking about the old legends of the game, Kevin Darling and Brass and PB and all them. So
it's been so many over the years, and I think what I really like about our sport, well, one of the cool things about the sport is how long your career can go for, and then also on top of that, how long the stories last.
Yes,
you know, like there's still Gary Cotton, who plays out of used to play out of Mangere and Howick, is he talks about a 7 or 8 that was scored in like the 40s in the New Zealand Fours final, and his father was involved in that. So that's a 70-year-old story that you'll sit down and listen to at a bar, Lena, and be interested in hearing about. This stuff has happened. It's great.
Yep. Yeah, certainly good things that happen remain long and into the memory, and especially with a couple of lemonades on board, you know, the story gets better and brighter on it. But it's the beauty of the sport. It's
great stuff. And the careers can last so long. Peter Bellis is still playing near the top of the game. Won the, got 3 world titles. He's best ever male player.
Yeah.
Still, you can still draw him at nationals and probably get taught a lesson. But just great to see.
Yeah, well, that's the beauty of our sport, is that it can be whatever you want it to be. You can just once a week, once a month, once a year.
Stuff.
That's good. Really good. Or, you know, you can go head down and try and play at the elite level.
I can get to it on that end.
Yeah, bro, inside there.
Certainly, I know from my experience in indoor and outdoor bowls, it's really cool when you get the opportunity to play with people who've sort of been around. Malcolm Kidd from Bay of Plenty. I played a few representative games with him in indoor. He was the first ever president of Bowls New Zealand and sort of spearheaded the amalgamation of the 2 bodies. Right. I knew how good he was when I got to play with him. It's really cool to have those experiences, and bowls is one of those games where you can do that. You just get to play with it against people who are absolute legends.
Well, you know, with like Joe Edwards out there, you can be the first-year bowler and draw good Joe Edwards in the nationals, and learn, enjoy it. And on any given day, that's the beauty of the sport.
Scalps happen. Scalps happen at bowls.
They do.
Just even if you knock us through, make your target
So,
here. Draw to the
Adam and
tip.
Lee, 3-2 up, holding one on the crossover. What would you play here if you were Dio and Taiki, Steve?
Yeah, just looking to make some contact in there. I think you'd be trying to just fatten the target up a bit to give himself some options there. We're coming down on the back end, I'm picking.
Yeah, you can see that with his delivery. On the backhand side. Steering after his bowl.
It's starting to bite now.
So right away. Just struggling a little tonight, Taiki. Hasn't quite found his line and length.
Yeah, it was a waste of good weight, as they would say on that one, but extra line is not that far out from where he was, so just a minor adjustment on the line.
So Adam now,
He'll be just following that down, looking to draw to that white bowl.
yeah,
Use that as his jack.
very groove delivery as well, Adam Bailey.
Be on the high side.
Needs it to turn.
Playing with good weight.
Yeah.
Keep that line out of meter
And you
on,
can see
mate.
that there's
You land
6
behind
of
it,
those
it's all good.
bowls on the
Don't
head
worry
at
if you
pretty
move
good
it.
speed, aren't they? They've had good weight. It's just finding that line.
Good there, the instructions were just change one thing, go a bit quicker.
That's what he's doing here on the backhand. Needs it to hold on. Holds on long enough. It's an absolute bomb here from Taiki. Commonwealth Games bronze medalist. It's still holding. It's got a little wick. It's got a little wick.
Oh, wow.
Did he do it? What an effort. What an effort that was. And what we won't see is Adam on his backhand here. He's having a conversation. Adam's being switched to his forehand side. He just about played a wrong bias, Steve, but he's checked it with his pre-shot routine.
Excellent. I'm not sure that we'll double down on the wrong bias and the. We're still a chance for a tiebreaker, Ian.
Yeah, we had. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see as many things happen tonight as we did last night, Steve. It was an embarrassment of riches. Same bowl again here if you're Taiki, or do you go a little bit quicker? What's the best call?
I'm picking, he can afford to be a yard and a half through that. You catch the white bowl, take the black out, grab the jack, gets the split perfect. He can sit it back and make
On that
three.
end, bro, go a bit positive. Hit that.
A good time to talk
hit that
about the
ball
physics
straight,
of it too.
Not too
As
fast.
you see, the white
Straight to
bowl
the ditch.
in the middle of your screen is not touching the jack. So if you hit the white bowl, it's going to stick with it. It'll run with the jack.
Yeah.
So it'll tend to follow the bowls that aren't touching the jack. If you hit them, they tend to follow it just with the kinetic energy.
And on this sort of service, it tends to skid.
Yeah. If he does get that white bowl, we should see it follow.
He's waved this one away.
Just under the line.
Oh.
Good weight.
Yep.
And you play call this a gentle bonus. You're happy if you make it 2, but you want to miss wide, right? Because it's not the nicest looking head. Are they looking at something else, Steve?
I think he's probably putting him in a pocket, I think.
Yeah, very gentle bonus. Yes. The sort of thing which you go, oh, I've missed it. What a surprise.
Short of drawing around the black bowl and sort of lying on that.
Even then, if you sit down, it would be not good.
No.
He's given himself half a chance. No, that's a well played bowl, right? He's just sort of finishing on the high side.
Well missed.
Good bowl.
Yeah.
Good bowl. He'll be happy with that. So 1 to Adam and Lee. That makes the score 4-2 on this 5th and final end. The winner of this game will go through to meet Morrison Pryor in the grand final. 7 ends now. Grand finals. Ben makes his way back down. Let's just check out a replay of one of the good bowls from that end. This one here from Lee through the jack.
Beautiful.
Yeah, as a bowler, you're pretty pleased when you get the jack square, aren't you?
Yes.
And look at this, he switches to the forehand side. Thanks, mate. Two really good bowls there.
First one you'd say it was a good result. The second one was a very good bowl.
Classy, yeah.
It's, not sure they was trying to drag it that far, but you'll take those ones.
Are you just happy that you guts the jack, instead of it a slice of hell to the left or the right?
Correct. That's what sort of happened to Morris last night, and they squirted that jack out. They just didn't quite get back to it. That was the difference in the end.
That bowl, reasonable start.
You take it. Who's left a chance here? Get back. It's trying hard, but
That's good.
not quite. Speed's good. I'm sure this has got all the running, has it?
Good line, just going to fall short.
Well, this is on a different line than the first one, so he's left a bit in the hand too.
Interesting here, this last end, almost the pressure coming on,
Pressure.
isn't it? So short bowls.
Just trying to be neat.
Of course, after this match, Steve, there's a grand final, but before the grand final, there's the Aero Bowl off as we see this great shot from Adam Bailey. That's a good bowl. He'll be happy with that.
Absolutely. Sort of
You pick. Draw one close or get to the
final
back.
berth
It's all
there.
good.
Yeah, he'll be feeling pretty pleased. You know, you find 2 points.
Pick your hand
draw
to get
off Theo and
to
Taiki.
the head or get past the head.
Not
It's
been
all
a
good.
great end.
You pick.
Leading wise yet from Taiki on this one, so this is a very important bowl.
He's got to get something handy. Build on it.
Running after this bowl.
Ooh,
That's,
not good.
yeah, it's going to be challenging, isn't it?
It is. Getting two on the last end is hard enough at the best of times, but
Essentially,
try and get it with three bowls now.
Essentially, it means that Theo's going to have to play three very good bowls on this end.
Absolutely. He's coming to a fairly good home, regardless.
Interesting. So happy, he'll be happy with that bowl. This bowl so important here from Theo. He's going to play three good ones. Makes his way back down to the end. This is what you can see from the players' end. I mean, what do you even do? Do you just try draw three bowls, or you try and create room with your first one?
I think you got to try and draw it with your first, because if you miss trying to create something, then you're gone.
We talk about creating that basket for the eggs, eh? So you play three bowls, aim it at the same spot. One of them might get the jack back there. Theo can pull in front of these two black bowls. It's really good. Not the end of the world. It creates some options. At least you've got a bowl past the head.
Yes.
Looking for a positive. It's certainly not easy to find a two here.
You're having a tic there, brother. It's
Lee on the back end.
he's liking this a bit too.
Oh, good shot. That's a beautiful bowl.
It is, but
Does it create?
He's opened up the jack though, hasn't he?
I think
Theo
he
can
has.
see that on the other end.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh no. There is a pot there, bro, if you want to play that. Bit aggressive up to you, or...
Yeah, even if I don't get it, if I got enough weight to move some of them balls up.
This
still
situation where you'd rather go out with a bang than a whimper, eh? You've got
Oh,
two
dead
balls left. See what you can manage.
He clatters into anything here, and especially up front, it's an opportunity, perhaps. Let it go.
Not far away here. Needs to hit anything. Oh, it's what Dave Clark was saying. That hand's just a bit lazy. It doesn't like to turn. Just watch Lee's bowl. So Lee on his backhand side. Certainly, I mean, to find a two. What are you doing, Lee?
Oh, that's all right.
No, it's fine. It's worked
Just
out
made it
okay.
better. Made it better.
It's actually a brilliant bowl.
Yeah. Yes.
There was a moment of panic, I think, for everyone involved there. Closer to the head than he thought, but I mean, you look at that, it's actually worked out brilliantly. Oh, I mean, find me a two, Steve. Where is it?
Doesn't matter. It's the last end.
Big reaching bowl on the backhand.
It's got to be on the backhand. He's got to snick the jack, probably catch the further black bowl.
Jag it out to our left.
Jag it out to the left.
You can't get any sort of follow through with weight that's going to do anything. So I agree. I think he's going to end up playing his backhand side, Steve, which is to the right as we see it.
Yep.
And just play sort of a metre over. Try to get as much of a jack as possible.
Yep.
And then it's down to whether the collision bowl can come on to those two black bowls.
So those black bowls,
6 o'clock.
there a chance. He's got to play for the draw to get the extra end.
Yeah.
You can't get a 3 here.
Nah, two's all you're going to get. He's going to have to play it absolutely perfect here.
You're going to have to be like real tight around.
Anyway, as I was saying before, I was distracted. After this, we're going to go to the crowd activation, which is called the Aero Bowler. 5 randomly selected players play 2 bowls each, try to get as close as they can to the middle with a chance of winning an Aero Bowls bag. And before we do that, we're going to have a quick chat to Morris Symes, who's eagerly awaiting his 3rd Twilight Bowls final and his 3rd chance. And knowing how well you know Morris, I'm not going to let you interview him, Steve.
That's all good.
I'll take care of that. Here we go. It's down to this. Theo looking for a 2 to make it all square and force an extra end. This will be the best bowl you'll see all month if he can pull this one off.
It's gone.
Fair effort. You know, what can you do?
Yep.
What can you do? Congratulations.
Just one of those nights.
To Lee Warburton and Adam Bailey. They've made it through to tonight's grand final. A very good exhibition of bowls from those two. There they are. Congratulations, Adam and Lee. Tiva and Taiki never really hit their straps there, Steve.
No, they didn't. And but Adam and Lee didn't let them either. So that was the other thing.
Just play good bowls, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, it's been a pleasure talking to you, Steve. I'll see you soon. As we just await the Aero Bowl off. And the grand final to follow that with 7 ends. And Morris, you're in the commentary booth. Welcome. How are you feeling?
I'm good, mate.
Good. You guys played pretty good bowls in that semi-final. How did you feel about that coming from that into the grand final?
Oh no, it's just part of what the event's all about. We've been in the final twice before. Yes. We've been bridesmaid both times, but hopefully this time will be different.
3rd time lucky?
Yeah.
You played an absolute bomb the first end. With your 2nd bowl, you're about 20 down on the head.
Yep.
When you let it go, did you know you had it?
I felt it. It felt good when it left. Like it's in these short formats of games, each bowl counts. You can't afford to have too many loose ones.
Yeah, absolutely. Certainly, the final, which is coming up, you're just playing the 2 young ones, Lee and Adam. 7 ends. Have you and Brian spoken about how that might change sort of the flow of the game?
No. We'll just stick with the same format that we're doing, and hopefully we'll come out with a win.
I wouldn't bet against you. It's great stuff. So we're up to week 5? Week 5. How have you found the experience of the Twilight Bowls?
I think it's been fantastic for a spectacle. Admittedly, I think outside the venue, I think the reception's been very good. Like the comments that I've heard is that it's been excellent. Like the idea that of the different teams,
yes,
and the the selection of each of those teams,
yeah,
is giving non-bowlers a real good idea of what the sport's all about.
Exactly, and that's what we've been trying to show, just that mixture. And we're going to see another mixture very shortly, Morris, because we're about to throw to Sally, and we're going to get to see 5 people play 2 bowls each, get as close as they can to the middle, and maybe win a bowls bag.
Sounds like a good plan.
Congratulations, Adam and Lee. What a game. We'll be seeing the 2 of them in the final just after this. It's that time of night for our Aero Bowl-Off. We've got 5 members of our audience who think they can take home the bag. Let's see what we've got in store. Come on up.
Me? On here?
Yes, stand on the mat. Okay. Now, what's brought you along here tonight? What's your name, and are you a bowler?
I come along tonight to watch Bowl 35, and hopefully I'm on TV, so here I am.
And what was your name?
I'm Laura, and I'm from Cornwall Park, Carlton. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Good luck. Oh, maybe a little bit heavy. Next up, we've got Hannah. This is her second time attempting to win the bag. Do you think you can do it, Hannah?
I think so.
Yeah? You're confident?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good luck. It looks like we've got someone else from Carlton, Cornwall. Who have we got here?
We've got Melanie Swami here.
And how long have you been bowling?
A couple of months.
Good luck then. It looks like Hannah's still holding then. Now, what's brought you along here tonight?
I came here to support Adam and Lee.
And what was your name?
Liz Williamson.
And what club do you belong to?
Mangere.
Good luck.
Got some weight to it, it's got some weight to be a bit heavy this one.
It looks like it's still Hannah.
Good evening.
Good evening. Now, we've met before, haven't we?
I'm sure we have, yes.
Now, you're David's father. What was your name?
John.
Welcome, John. Now, are you a bowler?
I am a bowler for 55 years.
So you're feeling confident?
I'm going to play a hand that hasn't been played. Yes, I am.
Good luck. Not quite. It looks like Hannah's still holding. We've got our second bowls. Do you think you've got what it takes to beat the 16-year-old?
I'll try.
Come on, Sue. Take the call, Sue.
And we have someone new holding. Now, Hannah, can you do it?
I think so.
Good luck.
Here we go. Hannah's under pressure now. Come on, Hannah. It's looking good, it's looking good. Look at this.
And she's done it again. Her second bowl is holding. How are you feeling now? More or less confident than last time?
Fantastic.
Not quite. Now, our second to last bowler, come on up. It's harder than it looks, isn't it?
Yep, it sure does.
Just to let you know, I'm a Taylor person.
And our last bowler of the evening, John. Do you think you're as talented as Logan and David?
I'm going to take my time this time and see what I can do.
Good luck.
This is looking better. It's looking better.
It's going to be close.
It's tracking. Oh, what's going to happen? Yes! Good on you, David. Good stuff.
John, just wait. Congratulations, John. You've won yourself an aero bag. You've showed us that you're just as good as David and Logan. How are you feeling?
I didn't know I could do that, but I have done it. That's what bowls is all about.
It is. You're so right.
My famous words are, beat the green, you'll beat the player. How's that?
That's some great advice. Thank you so much, John. Congratulations. What a night. We've got our final coming up. I'm going to pass it back to Alex to give you some more information.
Well, the Clarks continue their winning ways, Steve.
Oh, it's 3 generations going pretty good there, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd be happy. You can see where it's come through.
Yes.
He was good. He took his time with his last one. He thought his first bowl, he overplayed it, went flying into the ditch, but slowed down with his last one. And that's a good way to finish.
Away with a lovely Euro Bowls
yeah,
bag.
very good Euro Bowls bag. They're available on the Bowls New Zealand shop.
They
if you
are.
can't get down to Auckland to play, just have a look on the Bowls New Zealand shop, bowlsnewzealand.co.nz. Anyway, I suppose we should probably talk about what's coming up, Steve, which is the grand final. You can see there, Morris and Bry haven't won it yet. They're playing the young ones, Adam and Lee. What are your thoughts?
Well, I see the TAB have the young fellas as favourites for this.
Yeah.
Only just, but I think Morris and Bry, I've got it myself. But I've got to say that because Morris is a teammate. But
that's the safest option.
But no, I really do. I think there's a bit of experience there that might just shine through. But so whoever can nail that first handy bowl, will set it all
we've
up.
spoken about the first ends. We haven't seen any numbers on the first end. That's continued through tonight, hasn't it?
It is. It's been one.
Just one. So
all the games last night and tonight.
Yeah.
One shot.
Watch that first end tonight. See if a team can score a bundle. Of course, the grand final, 7 ends. So there's 2 more ends of bowls to play. A little bit longer, a little bit more time for the game to breathe.
Yes,
Should
absolutely.
make it interesting.
And that's why I sort of favour Morris and Breyer in this one, as a personal thing. But
yeah. And of course, we've been going for 5 weeks. So we'll just have a look at the league table. So the winnings to date at the beginning of today. So, of course, doesn't include the last 2 games. They're not quite that fancy. But you look at the top of the league table, Kirsten and Amy. And we've got Terry and Jenny. So Kirsten and Amy, the young mums. Terry and Jenny, mother and daughter. Terry, of course, the Para World Bowls champion.
Absolutely.
Peter and Rob, we call them the young at heart, or the OGs. They've been playing bowls forever and a day.
old and grumpy.
You said it. They got the Clarks who are middle of the table, Malika and Chad, Adam and Lee, Teo Taiki, and then Morris and Breyer, who've made their way through to their third final at the bottom of the table. And having spoken to Morris just before that crowd activation, the Aero Bowl off, he's very keen to make it 3 times lucky.
Oh, well, that's good. And I see he's won the toss, so he's and given the mat away. So won the first part of the duel, win the toss.
Yeah, and let's just keep an eye on how many points are scored on the first end of this final and whether it's done with the last bowl. Be interesting.
So do you think it's an advantage for the team that's just come off to be playing more or less back-to-back as opposed to Morris and Breyer have sat round?
Yep, I think by definition it has to be a slight advantage. And you should be able to argue that Adam and Lee, if a team is going to score a multiple on the first end, it should be Adam and Lee.
Should be.
And Morris and Breyer will be happy to get a 1 or drop a 1 sort of thing.
Yes, because they've sat out for
half an hour
or so, and it's
did enjoy how excited Clark was.
Yes,
grandfather Clark was to win that bowls bag. I thought he jumped about 3 metres in the air.
Oh, look at this.
Great bowl from Lisa. Not Lee Singer. Just saw Lee Singer walk. I saw Lee Singer walk in. She took Barry Canada, we had interviewed earlier on. He took a little tumble last week, but bounced back and is happy to be at the Twilight Bowls.
Not all a million miles away. It's just going under, is it?
Means it's hold. Try.
Actually, that bowl, Bryce has fallen down. It's a lot better. It's just off the jack now, so pretty much in the zone again, I'm thinking.
On the forehand.
Look at that.
That's a lovely bowl.
Well done. That's as good as it gets. Morris will be very happy with that. 1 on, 2 over.
And all the stuff we spoke about, Lee and Adam being the favoured team in this end, having played immediately. You look at the lead. Absolutely no idea what I'm talking about.
No, well, still 6 bowls to go, but 3 from the opposition.
So we may be proven right yet.
Could be for a chance.
Doesn't happen much to me. See, Lee on his forehand. Very smooth delivery.
It is. He's under the line again.
G had a really good result in sitting that bowl, and his collision bowl set against the bias.
Yep. It looks like it might snuck up, come almost up the green for...
I think it went in for second shot.
Yep.
I don't think, he's missed his bowl. He'll be chuffed with that result. Morris Simon is impeccable here on the back end.
This is a good bowl. Keeps running.
We talk about...
Might have wanted another yard on that one, but...
Just been indicated from Adam to play with a little bit of weight on the forehand.
Just bigger weight this time. So,
needs it to get down this hand. Doesn't like turning.
Not with that speed.
And here we see just, take any green. I must say, oh no, I won't say. We'll leave that thought. I'll wait and see what happens. I wouldn't want to throw Colin under the bus as we see Morris Symes on his backhand. Oh, that bowl square. Weight was pretty good. That's something that Morris has been known on throughout his career. I know these aren't his 2 best bowls, but his weight control, Steve.
Oh, it's outstanding. When he's in full flight with touch, it's pretty to watch.
Interesting, Adam there indicating that Lee keeps the same weight he's just played with and just tightens the lineup. Aggressive early on, very aggressive early on. Is he going to make a connection? Let's watch.
So that's high.
Just tracking out.
Yeah, just under yours.
Oh, that was quite impressive there. Adam Bailey caught the bowl off his foot.
Yeah.
I'm nowhere near quick enough to do that.
It's good when you get it right, get it wrong. The balls are rolling around the car park. Okay, what's Morris got here?
Looking to make a correction, gets past the front one, he's nailed it. Look at this, is he going to get some of the jack?
Oh, he did. Didn't get enough.
If they've only scored one there, that's a robbery. I think that's what we've just seen. What an effort that was from Morris Symes.
Quarter of an inch more, 3 shots.
Thought he had it for all money. In there, our bowls retriever, scoopy person. It's not my best bit of commentary there. Anyway, let's watch a replay of the spot on the forehand. It's a great time for replay to turn up.
It is. Save Jamaican.
Beautiful there from Briar. Yeah. Wonderful leading. He makes his way down, and our thanks, of course, again go to the Cambridge Bowling Club. Celebrated 125 years of operation as a bowling club and kindly lent us their bowls scoop. Now, if you've seen the bowl scoop in use over the last 5 weeks and have thought to yourself, that'd be a nice addition to my club, we are working on it.
We are.
And we're also working on the stickers, Steve.
That's right. The stickers that you can see on the green, if clubs are interested, just give me a buzz. You'll find my contact details on the website, Steve, at bowlsnewzealand.co.nz, and you can talk about design and bits and pieces, and put you in touch with the printer that can put these together.
They are fully customisable, aren't they? You can decide what they look like.
Well, they're looking like that. You can change all the colours you like. You can have whatever logos you want in there, whether that's sponsor, club, whatever, and multiple colours, full spectrum.
It's a great shot here from Lee. Yep. Obviously for use on a carpet green. How long can they stay down for?
Well, we've had we took one back we first started this in the north-south 2 years ago, and we had one stuck down outside at Ponsonby. I think it was down for a few weeks.
It did last week's. Yep.
Yeah. You've just got to they're trying to lift a wee bit around the edges, but just one of those plaster scrapers just to push it down. They don't damage the carpet. So, but the only thing they're not good for is putting the mat on to deliver a bowl.
Yeah, get a little bit slippery there, so it's the only thing to avoid. But
it hasn't quite got all the anti-friction sort of stuff with it. But targets for fun nights and sort of things like that.
I think it'd be a good game even without the jack. Just say get as close as you can to the middle of the target. Good luck.
Well, you can have that whole bullseye thing, with 5, 4, 3, 2, right? Here's a good bowl.
Lovely bowl.
Oh, Morris just about snuck up on it.
Just a foot short. So Lee here on his forehand. Absolutely smooth as silk there.
Not a million miles away, is he?
Just down to the weight now from Lee Warburton. Bowl.
Just run on. Gain shot and a couple over in the catching pen, so.
No, but are you going to wear it?
What, you want it?
If you're not going to.
I don't know if you heard there on the phone. I'll just recover myself. Briar Atkinson is going to steal Morris's jacket.
Oh, okay.
That's what she's going to do. She said, "Are you going to wear your jacket?" And Morris said, "I don't know. Do you want it?" Briar said, "If you don't." So you're going to see Briar wear Morris's jacket. It's a very teamy thing to do, isn't it?
It is, and it is chilling down here a fraction. So this will change the green a bit. We discussed last night as it gets colder, the green tightens up a bit and just changes lines, changes the weight that they've played previously.
I love that Briar has stolen Morris's jacket. That's very funny.
Just gonna.
As we see a really good bowl there from Adam. Just about snuck in for second. Briar looking warmer already.
Yes.
And a bit confused, so just waiting for a call from Morris. He said play the forehand.
Yeah. Just as long as she's reaching through.
Very natural delivery.
It is. She's somewhere in the zone here, isn't she?
Beautiful weight. Look at this. I mean, it was a classy bowl that had no result whatsoever. She played it well. Couldn't have gone much worse. That was a really well played bowl. I always think, and I mean, that's a dangerous way to start a sentence, Steve.
It is.
I always think. But it's quite handy to have, when you play a game of bowls, bits and pieces that you can change psychologically. I always have 2 or 3 rags, 2 or 3 different comfort blankets.
Okay.
If I'm not playing very well, you throw the comfort blanket away, you get another one.
Okay.
My point was, if Briar plays another bowl that doesn't go very well, maybe she takes the jacket off. You can sort of trick yourself sometimes. What's the shot selection here, Steve?
Oh, it's looking ugly all round, really.
No back bowls.
Yeah. She can get off, rub off any of those the 2 black, 1 white. Will roll round to those other bowls.
Yeah.
If she plays with a similar sort of weight that she played with the last one.
Scary here is there's nothing at the back, so you need connection with the bowls. She's very close here. She's very close. Needs it to get down at all. That's a good bowl. I think she should have cut it down to 1. That was pretty classy. Is there a bowl to come, Morris?
Still a bowl to come.
It's a bowl to come, Morris. Bowl to come. There's a bowl to come. There we go. We got there. It was well called from Morris because the angles were always there. As long as she doesn't connect with the jack, the bowls were going to move a bit closer. Very scary when you don't have that many bowls at the back. And a chance that Brian may have made the shot out of that.
So I think, yeah.
For about 12 seconds.
Yeah,
because
holding 1. There's a chance here to make a number here if he gets onto the jack here.
Needs it to get down. Adam Bailey needs it to get down. He's gone around. Is he going to sit? He sat out against the bias. What's happened? What's happened? We'll just wait for Morris to indicate. 2.
Down.
2 to Adam and Lee. Intriguing end of bowls, that one, Steve.
It was off centre jack, but not far away, and everything else is what put away from it.
Yeah.
Really.
Intriguing.
There's a lot around it, but nothing really close.
We've mentioned a couple of times that next week, Steve, is going to be a Christmas themed. Well, I've moved on to saying it's actually going to be a Christmas themed week because obviously Christmas time.
Called the poll, you gave it away.
Yes, it's nowadays it's Christmas time in October, according to the supermarket. So we're well and truly Christmas by next week, which is actually December. Quite nice. For those eagle-eyed viewers, I'd keep an eye on Ben next week, who's been our consistent bowls pusher accurate. He's it's going to be quite Christmassy, and I'm looking forward to it myself. I think it'll be a good time.
Some hearing rumours you're blowing the Bowls New Zealand budget to be dressing accordingly.
Couldn't possibly comment, Steve. Couldn't possibly comment. Briar on the forehand. That was a lovely first bowl there from Adam Bailey on the backhand side. It's interesting that the players, I'm surprised more players aren't playing the backhand side tonight, Steve. It just, for whatever reason, seems to be a little bit kinder tonight.
Tonight it seems to be the kinder hand, yes.
Adam on the backhand again. And these bowlers, once you get one bowl close, if your first bowl's close like Adam's, often you see the next 2 go bang bang.
Like the 180s and it's your first
Exactly
one in the triple 20 bed.
And there's no searching, right? Because you've got there. So your brain, you just go, well, I'll just trust myself to do the same thing again. Briar staying on the forehand side. If it holds long enough, this could be real good from Briar Atkinson.
Just wandering away now. She catches that bowl.
It'll be so tempting to switch to the backhand. Oh, maybe not actually, because you punch the black bowls up. I disagree with myself.
Yeah, well,
I was initially going to.
I think it's a backhand shot myself. But it's,
that's the instinct as a bowler when you look at that, because you've got 2 bowls to rest on or the jack to take away with your collision bowl. Forehand, you've only got one option of Yep. Good stuff. Morris has pointed at the two bowls, so I think she's going to go at the backhand, but maybe a bit quicker.
Oh, she's coming real quick.
She's going to yeet it, Steve. Nah, I can't get behind that.
She's close.
She's close here. Look at this. Oh, she's left one behind. How'd she leave one behind?
Stood up, stood the bowl up, and
I don't even understand how that bowl's still there. That was a great effort from Briar.
Couldn't get both.
Colin here to give us a replay on that one.
I watched Colin play about 14 backhand drive shots today in practice.
Okay.
And that, I will say, is considerably closer than any of the 14 that Colin played.
Oh dear.
What are they calling? Cricket? Wide. It's what it was.
Was it wide?
Yeah. I was worried for the cameras. That was unbelievable. Here we go. Lee Warburton on the backhand. It was a good call from Morris, isn't it, when he said to Briar, drive it. That's someone who understands what Briar's capable of. As we see a good shot there from Lee, trailing the jack back.
Well, this will be interesting. The jack's well off the centre line, so...
Morris on the forehand.
Needs to find a friend.
That's close.
And he has. Oh, well done.
He'll be happy with that.
Yep. Very good result.
Again, those are one of the ones who just go, cool. The bowls gods have smiled upon me on this occasion. Lee trying to chip that bowl out. He's narrow.
Has that got a...
Is that a bowl on the ditch that you see underneath the... Must be a toucher in the ditch for Lee and Adam.
I'll have a look.
Thank you, Steve.
Yes, there's of the back bowls there, if we can see what's the bowls on the ditch.
Oh, look at this from Morris. It's great bowls.
Brilliant.
So you look at the ditch, it's by...
The white bowl.
Yeah, by the white bowl.
Under the white bowl.
Oh, he's going to wind right up here. This is not going to be slow, folks. Pay attention.
Bounce a couple of times.
Oh! Barry! Is Barry okay? It's respotted on the two.
Yeah, we're one down.
We didn't let him do the hero bowl off today because we were worried. But suddenly there's a jack flying out of nowhere. That's staggering stuff.
Someone lost a beer. Call for an ambulance. The beer's down.
Oh, my heart. Right, the bowls. Let's
But
look
it
at the
was well
bowls.
caught slip, though.
Oh, yeah, great. Yeah. Far out.
All good. One.
I'm staggered. Right, let's see what the situation is. Going to measure a couple of the bowls. Oh, it's had everything this final.
Yes.
Yeah.
They'd love to see a replay of the jack flying into the crowd.
That'd be a good one for the ground camera there.
We're going to see it, so let's pay attention. Watch this real carefully. Watch the jack. Let's see where it goes.
That one as well.
Whoa! Whoa!
Yeah.
That was that was fantastic reactions from the guy next to Barry.
His beer out, though.
Oh, well. Casualties.
Yes.
Casualties. That was, brilliant reaction times.
Yep.
Barry Kennard, not a safe place for him to be at the Twilight Bowls.
No, you didn't think bowls was a danger sport, did you?
Wow. Great stuff. You see there, Adam just having a chat to him.
One shot.
Yeah. Just one. You can take them.
Great stuff. So, what happened in the end, Steve? I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, no, it's one to the young fellas there, so...
One to Adam and Lee.
So, Morris was just fractionally heavy with his potentially saving bowl. Right, the bowls have arrived. 13 completed of 7.
No. Usually we'd be more than halfway through.
Well, now, like at 3-1 after 3 ends, this is the big end, but this is...
Just that little bit more time in the 7-end game.
It is.
Morris Symes here on the back end. One of the New Zealand pairs in the mid-80s with the man whose name I've just forgotten. And then 30-something years later, won the New Zealand Fours title. You were in that team, Steve.
Yes.
A little while between drinks. Very impressive, isn't it?
Oh, it is. And just shows you it ain't over till it's over with the bowls. But it was a huge thrill to win the National Fours in Alexandria. That was the COVID Nationals where we had a crowd of 4 watching on the premises. We had to have a lockdown. It was quite amazing.
Strange time.
We'll
quickly talk about you, because that wasn't your first national title. Was it 3? 3 or 2? How many?
2. That was my second. So
and both
fortunate. Been in a couple of very good teams. So some would suggest I'm a very expensive handbag. They call me Prada, so I get carried everywhere.
You're modest. You're too modest, Steve.
It's a huge thrill to win 1, let alone 2. So we certainly dined out on it, the second one, for a number of weeks. So.
Oh, fair enough. I would as well. As long as you're not talking about literally using the shield, because then we'd have to have a conversation.
Oh, no. There was no breakages other than ourselves, but
we look
after John Gray in particular. He was awful. So.
We look after our shields at bowls.
We do.
They don't turn up broken the night after.
Right, and actually the magnificent shields. Crash has done well sourcing local carver, and
yep.
I think you're getting all the names of doing all the history thing, aren't you?
Yeah, over 100 years worth of history to go on the shields. New shields to be debuted at the Nationals. We see Morris Symes play a beautiful bowl here. That's
brilliant.
Fantastic leading.
3 great bowls, Morris.
All started in 1914. The New Zealand Men's Fours Shield was created to celebrate the first amalgamated national championship when the North and the South Island amalgamated.
Right.
And that stayed for about 70 years. It ended up in the Bowls Museum, and we bought it out of retirement and affixed it to a new shield used in local carver. It had such a good reaction that every national event that's played for now has a shield attached to it, which is cool. Nice weighty things. They're not easily damaged, to be fair, but when you've won one of those, it's you're joining a pretty illustrious group of people.
Well, that's right. We've got Aaron turning up, getting him his notes.
I don't use notes, Steve. It's all off the top of the head.
Oh, of course. That's why we keep repeating ourselves, forgetting.
And Morris has played a great end here prior, adding the bonus.
Not a million miles away either.
Lovely bowl.
Want that to run. Yeah, that's good. Use the gap. 4 shots. Coming quick.
Watch out, watch out in the crowd. Oh, it's okay, it's okay.
It's well wide. Just as a replacement beer turns up.
Just for another one.
There's a first slip.
Holding 3 here. It's a big moment in the game, that.
He's holding 4, actually.
Holding 4, trailing 1-3. They can hold on to a number here. That's very good fishing for Morris and Breyer as we near the halfway mark of this game.
There's another one.
Look at this here from Breyer. Beautiful. Hasn't made the target any bigger.
Brilliant. And we touch.
He's just going to wind up here.
Yep.
Just see what happens.
That's been the call.
If the jack gets respotted, it's on the 2 metre mark. So you can see there at the back at 12 o'clock, they've got a bowl on the 2 metre mark. So looking to kill
5 down or 2 up.
That's exactly it. That's the risk and reward of bowls, isn't it?
Yep.
Huge moment here. Reigning deaf world singles champion on the backhand. He's close. He's close. Oh dear. Oh dear. I mean, that wasn't far away. He was millimetres away. But we're going to see full count here, Steve.
Well, it's not going to be drawn, but you'd say every chance. Morris will have to take his shoes off to count them all.
It's not going to make it.
Run out of fingers.
Oh, it's not going to make it. It's not going to make it, she says.
It's not there.
5. It's because Morris can't count to 6,
six,
eh?
yeah.
You got 5 fingers
He's
on one
only
hand.
got 5 fingers.
And just while we're on the crossover, I can tell you that Neil Stanley is the man who caught and swatted the jack away that went flying at him. Fantastic job from Neil. Very impressive hand-eye coordination. And we can report that he is well. He's fine. He's had his drink replenished. It's all happy days at the Royal Oak Bowls.
You can't get one within 3 metres.
See him there looking very happy.
Absolutely. It was a good effort. Have you actually been hit by a jack that's been driven?
I've been next to a shattered window. That's one of my early recollections of bowls. A guy called Jake Sellers at the Tauranga RSA when I was about, it would have been 10 or 12. And I was watching the bowls and I was standing there and he drove it and it was a real packed head. So the jack flew past my head and shattered the window that was standing next to me. And I don't have the hand-eye coordination of Neil Stanley, so I would have been, I wouldn't have been a well person had it been anywhere near it to me, Steve. What about yourself? You've been hit by a jack?
I actually have been hit by it and seen a glass shattered by the same guy, Paul Girdler. Girds used to send them down fairly quick. And you know those armour-plated glass partitions in the Dunedin Stadium? Well, same sort of thing. The jack was, a bowl was 6 inches behind the jack, hit the jack, flew and hit the top corner of the thing and shattered the...
Ooh, that's quite impressive.
It was.
So we see the first bowl from Briar. It's interesting. They've scored that number, that's a huge number in the context of this game. It's funny how often teams get up for that. You go, we've scored a 5.
Yep.
You can smell the blood in the water. They jump right on it, and we saw Briar there. Her first bowl do just that. 6-3 they lead now after 4 ends of the 7.
Just sliding on by.
Raising that little bit.
Yep, Morris will be wanting something a yard just in behind. Here's a good brick here. Yep.
Good shot.
That's good. Very good.
Third bowl and final bowl from Adam Bailey on this end.
Yeah, Adam, we want to get something fairly close here. So he's got better speed for it.
Close here. That's a beautiful bowl. Absolutely magnificent from Adam Bailey. Drawn a toucher. Great stuff.
Sorry. That's all right, man. That didn't count. I just played it again.
It's funny. First thing Briar said to Morris was,
You'll be okay.
was
Even
sorry.
if you just play a metre over.
I'd be happy with 5.
Yes. Not sure that Morris is going to be listening to Briar on this one. Or...
See what he opts to do. So Jack's touching the bowl. We can see if the bowl's hit, it's going to squeeze to or pop to the left as we see it on screen. You could do that on your backhand or your forehand. Forehand would be the natural shot to play, but opting for his backhand. Either, I suppose, Steve.
It is. He's got a chance of getting the jack off clean.
He's very close here.
He's not a million miles away.
He's
Gets
very
under that.
Needs it to get down. When we talk about weight control, that was perfect weight.
Perfect weight to sit that out. 2 rolls like to do. But he's taking his path away to get to that now.
Would mean he'd have to go through it. They'd literally have to punch a white bowl up if he wanted to do the same thing. And then we've got black bowls at the back to worry about. So I think you're right, Steve. We'll see a different shot selection from Morris.
We're looking for the world famous Peter Keane jar shot onto this. Just
looking to roll one of these over.
Oh no.
Staying on the backhand. Suppose you can afford to miss narrow onto the shot bowl. It is touching the jack, so
Morris is on the follow through. He wants to have a look himself. It's ended up in a very good home, that last bowl.
Yeah, it has.
That's exactly where the jack's going to go. any contact on the black ball, the jack.
No, just play that yeah, but you only need to play a metre over. Because you don't want it to go too far.
So just having a conversation. What do you think they're talking about here, Steve? Just the danger, perhaps?
The danger of making contact with the shot bowl to the jack. It's almost one where you want to stay away from it a fraction. So you can play a really good shot here and get the jack to spring.
On the forehand.
He's coming aggressively.
So they were trying to kill it and get it respotted on the 2?
Yes.
Fair enough.
But, yeah,
very proactive bowl.
It's only worth one though, isn't it? Interesting which way Morris comes here. I'm feeling it will be the forehand.
Almost has to be, doesn't it?
Yep. He's a wee bit interested, isn't he?
Oh, close here. Well,
I'm predicting only one will be scored here.
Surely you wouldn't try and kill the jack 2 on the 2 metre, would you?
No.
You just take your one. You just take your 1 point.
Yeah. Only go bad.
Is it 7 in?
Oh. Yeah.
He's going to play it.
Okay, fair enough. So he's trying to make it 2 here, Steve. Really brave call. But, I mean, I suppose you look at the score. You're 6-3 down.
I thought it was 5
It's
in.
the difference between being
There's
1
3
down
ends
or
to
2
go.
down.
3 ends to go. Yeah, 3 ones.
I thought it was
6
5.
all. Extra end.
Oh, we got an email saying it changed.
It's a 7 final. They didn't realise.
I guess for these finals.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, it's on its way.
So what happened here, folks, is
I think
in,
I might
the
have
heat,
forgotten.
in the heat of the moment, they thought it was the final end, which it is not. So they scored the one there. 4-6 now. 2 ends to go. Just watch a replay.
He sent an email out on saying that.
Good shot.
Like, Hill's one last night. But he actually played last. I think they were ahead.
Oh, that's good. 7 in.
Lee now on his forehand.
Starting in the 6. 2 behind with 2 to go. Still anybody's game.
Lovely first bowl there.
Yep, Morris is looks like he's found that backhand side again.
Lovely bowl.
There's a couple of texts coming in, especially John Gray's been particularly unkind, fellow teammates. And that, but that keeps John. It's good to see the skip going good, mate.
Morris on the forehand.
not 100 miles away either.
Be interesting to see, if we put ourselves in Morris and Bryer's shoes. They said it's the third final they've played. I wonder at what point they start thinking, we've lost the last two. If they get to the last end, they're 3 up on the last end. Is that when the thoughts start sneaking into your head, Steve? You don't want them to be, obviously. It's not ideal.
You don't want those bees flying around, start thinking. The old story, don't think, just bowl.
I think Morris has been around long enough not to let that happen to him.
Correct. He's running for cover here.
So we got nice position.
He didn't quite get back as deep as he wanted to there on picking, but Adam and Lee now, they've really got to score this end.
I don't know how I'm going to get 3 out of this, 4 out of this.
Just hearing them talking to the umpire, sort of, the muck up on the 5th end, thinking that was game, set, and match.
Oh, it's understandable. You're under the TV lights on live television.
Yeah.
Pressure does funny things. Probably a good thing that Morris mentioned to them that it wasn't the last end. Look at this here from Adam Bailey. Willing it to hold. Oh, no.
Oh, just got wrecked.
Could have gone better.
Get to that one there.
Pryor doesn't muck around on the mat, does she?
No.
From instructions of letting it go.
Very natural.
Yeah.
Very, very talented.
Yeah, it's a good thing. No, she split those 2 up. That's good.
And Adam and Lee, what would you play here if you were them, Steve?
He's looking to just play through the white with probably a couple of yards away, looking to turn the jack over, and they've got that bowl just a couple of feet behind the jack in the receiving position. So,
yeah.
But I think I'm not sure. I think he's calling them down on the backhand and play that perfect to get through the gap.
You have to let it go perfect, don't you?
Whereas the forehands, well, he's coming quick enough to, if he contacts into the black bowl, things could happen.
Let's watch what happens in collision. He's close. Oh, great effort. Bowl left to play. That was a great effort, Steve.
It certainly was. But that's with the gold of bowls. If it's your day, it's your day. You get it right. But
Okay.
Briar straight into work as we've spoken about. On the forehand side, holding 2 already.
Hard luck.
See Adam make his way down. He made the head a little bit worse with his second bowl. He was unlucky, to be fair. Do they try and play the same shot, Steve? What's the best option here? We're on the second to last end. You're trailing by 2 down on the head.
you'd almost smack the front 2 and hope follow through. Good things happen. Because the delicate shot's not going to work here, I don't think. Nah. Well, it's given Briar a lot of room to draw.
This is essentially a match-winning bowl.
It is.
It's not making it. It's got to be short.
Shouldn't have the jacket on, Briar, then you would have been fine.
Oh, she probably got enough to check.
No. So they were leading by 2, they're now going to be leading by 4 going into the last end.
Just 2 big bonuses, unfortunately Briar's missed.
It equals up to 6, doesn't it, those 2 goals?
It does.
Not that they'll be entertaining the idea of dropping a 4 on this end.
No.
So we spoke about it yesterday. What we're going to see from Adam and Lee is at the very least they're going to have bowls past the head, you
got
can
to.
then take the jack too.
Yep.
So you build a little basket for the bowls,
Yep.
and then you hope that the opposition doesn't get a bowl in the basket themselves, trail the jack back to it for a number.
Yep.
Thank you.
Hopefully doing that with the last bowl, so then there's
No
no
right
right
of
of
reply.
reply.
Yeah.
But the way this has worked out on the 7th end with Morris skipping effectively the last end, it's going to be a big call.
Oh, absolutely. The favourites would absolutely be Morris and Bry here. Looking like it's a big chance for all 8 pairs teams to have won at least one of these Twilight Bowls leagues. It's great. I think it just demonstrates how matched these pairs combinations
It
are,
is.
Steve.
Mark Cameron will take all credit for that.
Absolutely, yeah. There's still a end of bowls to go, and anything is possible in bowls. And this is how you should be starting off if you want to try. Well, that's one of the ways you can start if you want to try a score of 4. A little bit past the head, holding one. See how this end develops.
Morris not liking the look of this. He's walked away early.
Oh,
no.
You can sort of.
If you don't say it, it can't happen.
Okay. I won't say it then. Adam will badly want this bowl to be in the house, in the circles. He's not far away here. Well, he's holding 2. They're holding 2.
Yep. Bry's on a better line.
Very close here. Needs it to turn. Oh dear. Morris with a bit of work to do. He's going to be 3 down on the crossover, Steve. Defending a 4-point lead.
Yes.
And how important is this bowl? Because Morris has already thought to himself, I'm going to be 3 down in about 15 seconds.
Yeah. He knows what he's got to do. Doesn't matter if it's 1 down or 3 down. He just knows he's got to land the target.
This is good stuff.
Nice.
Oh, you might rue that bowl. That's a bowl to rue. That's an opportunity to make it 3. The pressure a little bit different. It means instead of Lee being able to play 1 really good bowl and 2 okay shots, he's probably going to have to play 2 really good bowls.
Yeah.
Maybe 3.
It's my turn.
Okay, suit yourself.
I've been playing that hand.
Yes.
Suit yourself.
Bry's suggesting he should be down the forehand, and Morris knows that he's been drawing like a plaster down on the backhand, and I think he'll be playing the backhand.
It's one of the sayings I like, Steve, drawing like a mustard plaster.
Yes.
It's an old bowl saying.
It is.
I thought I was great. I used to say it, and no one else used to say it. And I thought,
okay.
Maybe I've just invented it. Is he going on the forehand?
Oh, he is.
Let's listen to his lead. God, he'd want this bowl to be good, wouldn't he?
He definitely does. And he doesn't like it. Okay. Coming the forehand. Oh, he wants this one to count too.
On the forehand side. Really wants it to get in.
He wants it to hang around.
Well, Steve. I reckon that's 3. I think they're holding 3.
Yes.
And Morris committed now to the forehand side.
This looks
Are
better.
there more twists and turns in this final?
This looks better, Morris Symes.
No, fair enough. That's a great shot from Morris Symes. Beautiful bowl.
Right on, mate. There's a chance of it's driven out. He's going to take some of his own away.
That bowl got there by willpower alone, Steve. I think Morris was a bit grumpy at himself with his first bowl and thought, no, I know how good I am.
One Abbey.
Might be missing it again.
But there's still a chance of a 4 here. Be interested.
Very close.
It's going to dive. Nope.
Needs it to hold or... Oh, he's unlucky. It's locked onto that bowl.
Yeah.
It's a bit stiff. That was a great effort from Lee Warburton.
Probably just slightly underweighted. He needed to move that. He needed to move that bowl a yard, but fair effort. Morris needs another one in there just to muddy the waters.
Yeah, in theory, there's still enough of Adam and Lee's bowls around the place that they should be able to find a shot that is on, whether it's easy or not. It's a different kettle of fish.
In here, isn't he? Played something here, isn't
Oh, look at this from Morris Symes.
What a bowl.
It's a good bowl. Now it's time for Lee and Adam. They're going to try, look for a shot where they need to score 4 points, remember. You punch your short black onto the split on the white bowls. Is that worth 4, Steve? What do you see? Probably cannon one of the bowls off.
It's a Hail Mary, whatever is going to happen.
Yeah, so you see the head as it sits. They're looking at that black bowl that sits at 1 o'clock into the 2 whites.
Yep.
The challenge will be you probably lose the black bowl that sits at 4 o'clock on your screen on the way out.
Yeah.
And there's a white bowl that sits at 2. Hard to see a 4, but, you know, let's not say it's not on. I'd actually, if I could play a drive shot, be tempted to go off the white bowl, the short wing white bowl, with enough weight to get your collision bowl to cannon across. But I'm not a very good driver, Steve, so I wouldn't play that. I'd call that for someone else.
So you play a lot at night when you're tucked up in your jammies, dreaming, mate. You're dreaming.
If only, if only.
Here we go. I'm going to die wondering anyway.
On the forehand.
What's happening? Here. Well done, Morris, Symes, and Breyer. Atkinson, well done, you guys. Outstanding. Taking the second last night to get that win, but they'll be loving it. Well done. Okay, so we've got Breyer, Atkinson and Morris Symes, the young and old, the coach and the pupil winning tonight. So there's the brackets up on the screen there at the moment. So Morris and Breyer came through Dave and Logan in the first game of tonight. Tio and Taiki then took on Adam and Lee, and with Adam and Lee winning that. So you've just seen that final between Morris and Breyer, Adam and Lee.
All right, we're going. Fantastic. That's good stuff. Sorry, I'm just in my own little world, but we've seen 8 teams now, 8 different teams win on the Twilight Bowls League. You're the 8th one, Morris. How are you feeling?
Good. You know, great feeling to finally have a win. We've been runner-up twice. So, yeah, to get the wins really good. But it just goes to show we've had a day here today where we've been able to have a bit of practice rather than arriving on time to play, and it's worked out good for us.
Yeah, you felt nice and comfortable. I'll just have a chat to you, Breyer. You look nice and warm in your jacket, which I see she's acquired off Morris. How are you feeling? Your first win at the Twilight Bowls League?
I think it's pretty good. We've been trying every week, obviously, to win it, and it's probably a good thing that every single team's won it at least once, so that's good.
Absolutely, and just a quick thing about you, so we've spoken to Morris a bit earlier, but how long have you been playing the game of lawn bowls, and who got you into it?
Yeah, so I've been playing for 6 years now. This is my 6th season, and I really started getting into bowls when I started watching my granddad play, and then me and my mum decided to join up at the same time and made it like a little family event that we did. So that's really what got me started.
That's great stuff. And before we bid you to adieu, is there anyone you want to shout out to at home?
You go.
This is great stuff.
Oh, to my wife and my family dog, hi.
Great. That'll do, Morris. What about yourself, Bryce? Surely there's someone you want to say hello to.
I'll say thanks to my mum and dad, and then I'll say my dog too, because you said it. Good old Patch.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. That's been a good interview. Enjoy the rest of your night. Congratulations on winning the Twilight Bowls League. And hang around, because we've got next week, week 6 of the Twilight Bowls League. On the Tuesday, Terry and Jenny playing Dave and Logan. And then Kirsten and Amy back to play you guys, Morris and Breyer. Then the Wednesday, Malika and Chad play Tio and Taiki. Peter and Rob play Adam and Lee. It's the last week. Be there. Well done, you two. Thank you, Max.
Thank you.